Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another you versus them. Sagittarius, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Sagittarius, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind, take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Sagittarius spirit. Alright, Sagittarius, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Sagittarius, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have a King of Wands in reverse. So somebody says the other person as maybe very selfish or was juggling them, or I don't want to be like a thing that they have to choose, or I don't feel nurtured, I don't feel respected in this connection. They never were willing to put in the work to make me feel secure. Maybe some truths were revealed about the other person which made one person feel no, there is no love here. This entire connection kind of backfired on me. I caught them lying or something. I don't know what. I'll have to dig deeper to see what that is. Now, the other person, I have a feeling they do want to offer something very stable now. They know they hurt their person very bad. They know there's been a big heartbreak, but they do want to bring back the peace in this connection. They're looking into their future and they're really missing and yearning for person A now. Let's see what's going to happen then. Of course, I'm going to start clarifying these. But before that, Sagittarius, let's start by asking the universe. Spirit, tell me what's going on with the Sagittarius and their person. Why are they both feeling this way? Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. Okay, the first card here says delays. Delays and setbacks were affecting this connection. Second one says support. Look for safety and security from those closest to you. Third one says uncertainty. Someone was unable to make a clear choice. Maybe they had to walk away from something else before they could give their all to the other person, and that's what created the delays. Let's see, let's start with some dialogue message cards here, Sagittarius. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. Sagittarius and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? A few more from another deck. Sagittarius and their person, Spirit. And we'll take a few more from a third deck and then start the reading. Sagittarius and their person. All right, let's take one more. Sagittarius and their person. Good to go. Let's start the reading. And Sagittarius, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Sagittarius, says, just know that I'm sorry. I'm happy for you. How can you love me after I effed everything up with our connection? You are the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. I'm embarrassed over how desperate I became and what I did. Do you still respect me? You're all I've ever truly wanted in my life. You are my everything. I will never forget the day that I met you, and I will always remember the day that I loved you, for they are one and the same. I stopped believing in love, but after seeing your smile, I became a believer again. I love you with all my heart, mind, body, and soul. Letting you walk away from me is my biggest regret. I should have fought for you and for us. I hope you allow me to step up and turn this around. I'm feeling emotionally void without you. I should have listened to my intuition. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Sagittarius, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on one side, which is person A for me, then we'll move to person B. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender-based. I could be dealing with two Sagittariuses, so I'm not even going to guess which side Saggy is on. But if this is your reading, of course, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on and who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend, co-worker. Please use your own judgment. This is a general reading. All right, so person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling right now? Tell me why the Two of Pentacles in reverse for you and your feelings. Yeah, person A says all they had to do was make a choice, but they didn't. They didn't have the courage to make that choice. Omkaratarot, that made me feel very disrespected, and that's the reason I realized, if they're never going to fight for me, and that's the truth, I need to walk away. I need to go sail off into my own boat and move towards peaceful, calmer future for myself, because I can't be the only one standing up for this connection. Yeah, at one time they made me happy, but not completely happy, because they were delaying things for too long. They were unable to make a clear decision. Why do you feel this way, person A? Person A says, because I noticed they were not going to put any work. They were not offering me anything, a brand new beginning. Let's start building together. This was a very unfair situation. This was a very, very unjust, unfair situation, and I had to. Maybe they found out something. I don't know. Person A could have realized that the other person is just being very selfish, self-centered. They wanted person A's attention, but they were not willing to contribute or put the work in. So I have a feeling person A finally said enough. I have to stop this cycle here and now, and maybe I need to take a leap of faith and move on towards a new direction. Okay, so anything else? Yeah, person A says that because they were giving me very inconsistent answers, very inconsistent behavior, answers, communication. They were just trying to keep me stuck and bound and chained to them till I saw through the truth and I turned my back on this connection. I realized I was the only one putting in effort. Till I got exhausted, I got tired, and I realized that this is not a balanced connection at all. Yep, I lost hope. I lost faith in this connection. So tell me then, person A, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person B? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Ace of Cups in reverse. They feel that person B never loved them in the first place. There was no love here. I was the one carrying all the emotional weight on my shoulders, and I just said, okay, F it, I'm just going to drop it now. If there is no love, if my love is not being reciprocated, I'm done here. I think person A could have even stopped messaging person B after that. Why is that? Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords. Yeah, person A says, I didn't want to end this. I did want something very stable and long term, but it all backfired on me when I realized that they were not in it to offer me what I was offering them. All they did was break my heart, so I decided to pull back my energy and get over the heartbreak of this entire thing backfiring on me. This gave me too much of stress, too much of anxiety, and they refused to make up their mind or make a decision, so I had to make one for myself. I didn't want to be in a connection which was unfair, imbalanced, or I was being breadcrumbed. I took a step away to, retreat into my own self and realize that maybe this person is lying to me, or they're cheating on me, or they're ghosting me for a purpose. Maybe they're just making a fool out of me. Maybe this person was already in another commitment. I don't know. Overall, I think person A was very disappointed in this connection because they felt person B was playing mind games with me. This is a person who's making me feel as if I'm not good enough to be chosen. They're just playing. They just want me to hang around and be an option in their life. I think person A took a judgment call finally. All right, so what action person A will finally take, I will open later. Sagittarius. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about what's happening here now? What's the Ten of Pentacles for you? What's the Ten of Pentacles? Yeah, see, this person was playing a few games, or they thought they had all the control in this connection. They could have been focused on maybe another connection or another situation in their life. They knew they had to make a decision. I think this person either made the wrong decision, and they know that that is what broke the other person's heart. Tell me about the Three of Swords. They know they need to apologize. This person, they know they need to apologize for not offering any kind of long-term commitment. Why do you want to apologize? Why do you want to apologize? But yeah, same thing. They never offered any commitment. They didn't offer anything, and now they realize person A has given up on them. It's not making them happy. It's not making them feel proud of themselves. Okay, tell me then, why do you feel this way? Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? This person had to make a choice. I just keep getting that. They had to make a choice to take that call to offer something. I don't think they did. I think this person may have found it difficult to make a decision, or they took the other person's love for granted. They know they abandoned person A in pursuit of something else, and they realizing why person A has moved away from them. Yeah, they're just embarrassed. This person is embarrassed and they're ashamed of what they chose or what they didn't choose. So tell me then, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Three of Wands. They feel person A has totally turned their back towards them now. Yeah, it will put a full stop on this connection. Maybe they're feeling very jealous as well, because they feel, oh, I'm the one who got left behind now. That's not fair. I'm not happy. They are sitting in their loneliness right now. Loneliness. Now whatever else they chose is not looking that attractive anymore. They're missing on that cup of love that was being offered. This person is recognizing they made the wrong decision. They made the wrong decision, and that's what's giving them a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of sleepless nights. So tell me then what actions you guys will take. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Sagittarius. And while I shuffle this deck now, if I may remind you, if you could tap the thumbs up button for me to let me know if the storyline is resonating with you, that will be great. And or leave me a comment, that will be even better. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, I'm back with you now. Action from your end towards person B, or otherwise in your own life now. Nine of Wands. Yeah, person A is very, very guarded. They built a fortress around themselves and saying, you know what, earlier I was trying again and again, but now look at this person behind the wands and saying, I'm protecting myself. Clarify that for me, please. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, person is kind of wizened up, I would feel. They feel, you know what, I would rather focus on stabilizing my own life rather than be an option in somebody else's life. So they are taking a call, very practical, like head over heart. It's like, I have to protect myself. I have to cut this person out of my life. I have to accept that nothing happened here. It's over. So I can start a brand new life. I was very, very discontent in this connection. And yeah, they are saying the other person was probably a karmic soulmate who came into their life to teach them a lesson, or this was just becoming too toxic. So they are very guarded with their energy right now. Okay, so person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A, or otherwise in your own life now. Ten of Swords. This person is going through the dark night of the soul. They are devastated that they made the wrong decision. Okay, Ten of Swords, clarify that for me, please. Hierophant, Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Strength card. They were hoping the other person would actually compete for them or fight for their attention, and while they could get what they wanted out of person A, they had maybe a lot of pride and ego. They were holding back, hoping that, you know how it is when I'm the boss and let everybody fight over me kind of a thing. Now they do want to message. This person is now recognizing that was a huge mistake. This person does want to still message person A. I think they do want to have something long term, but they're not sure if they will be forgiven now. So they are, why person A? They are still in your energy. You may ask that I've already released them. They are still watching, they are still spying. They're still keeping tabs on you, so energetically still holding on to your energy. They're very burdened and very overwhelmed because now they recognize what you've become, somebody who they can never replace, somebody who they feel that they could have had a long-lasting future with. So tell me about the King of Wands in reverse, Spirit, overall energy. King of Wands in reverse is again the same energy of somebody little cocky and saying, I love to get attention from everybody, but I'm not going to give. So little selfish and self-focused behavior. So tell me about this, Spirit. King of Wands in reverse. Why the King of Wands in reverse? Could be a fire sign. Two of Swords, yeah, I will make everybody jump to my tune. I don't have to make a decision. Yeah, Two of Wands again. Let's see how, people give me attention. I'm going to just sit here by the window and not make up my mind. So I think somebody here was in very selfish, self-centered behavior, maybe taking a lot of attention, love from others or person A, but I think person A kind of just left them behind and saw through their games and said, I'm going to move on because I love myself more. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. So, you know what? I'm not going to let anyone put me in this place where I'm the one stressed out. So I think person B is understanding what they've done, and they also see the value and worth of person A. This is the person who was loving, kind, would have made a perfect partner. I could have had a future. I could have had abundance with. Yes, they are coming into some clarity now. So that's what I have for you then. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Sagittarius.